So welcome everyone back to the Mindful CIO community for our regulars. So a warm welcome back and extra warm welcome to our new members. So thanks for joining us today. So this is roundtable number 17 of the Mindful CIO community. And the theme for this evening is the CIO's challenge in transforming culture. Our guest speaker for this evening is Rob James, former CTO at Qantas and Group CIO at Vodafone. So a little reminder about our intention here, the Mindful CIO community, is twofold. Number one, to explore ways to make the Mindful CIO manifesto a reality in your teams and organizations. And number two, to connect you with like-minded peers and inspiring tech leaders such as Rob. So, and something that I added recently, it is one of our differentials, I would say, is that we have a sales-free environment where we encourage robust and authentic conversations in a safe space. So that's our intention here. So we do value diversity and inclusion, so it's one of our core values. So accordingly, we acknowledge the traditional owners of the land upon which we meet today virtually and pay our respects to the elders past and present, and we commit ourselves to a future with reconciliation at its heart. May that be so. So a little bit of housekeeping. In the interest of time, please do share your thoughts, questions, comments on the chat box, and we'll do our best to address them as soon as practical. Michael will keep an eye on the chat box for us. And please be mindful, because we'll be publishing segments of the roundtable on our YouTube channel. Just something to keep in mind. A little bit of delay on my slides. So this is the plan for the evening. So shortly, I will ask you to unmute yourself and briefly, in 30 seconds or less, share your name, organization, your role, and one word for how you're feeling this evening. So we'll keep short. And after that, we'll have the first highlight of the evening, which is the conversation with Rob James. Will be around 7:30, 7:15, 7:20. After that, we'll move into the breakout room discussions to digest and discuss all the highlights, insights we heard from Rob. And we aim to close at 8:30 sharp. So that's the plan. So for those who I haven't met yet, my name is Natalie. You can call me Nat. I have worked in the tech space for over a decade for some large organizations back in Brazil, where I'm originally from, companies like IBM and Ernst & Young, and Accenture and AGL Energy here in Australia. In 2015, after a one-year sabbatical and a gradual transition, I made a bold career move and I left tech. And fast forward to today, I teach positive psychology at Monash Business School, run Leading with Emotional Intelligence courses at the Australian Institute of Management, and run my own business, which is executive coaching for tech leaders. And we are looking for sponsors. So if you know a purpose-driven organization that may want to be engaged and associated with us, please send them our way. If you're curious about who is in the room or who is about to join us, whoever is running later, hi Andy, welcome, good to see you. If you're curious who is in the room or about to join us, this is the list of everyone who signed up on Humanitics. Some of them you have met before, some are brand new to the community. So as usual, we'll try our best to allocate you in a breakout room with someone new so you can expand your network. So now it's time for me to get quiet and hand over to you. So I'll ask you to unmute yourself one at a time, share your name, role, organization, one word for how you feeling this evening, and then nominate the next person so they know they are going next. So who would like to kick off?
I can go.
Thanks, honey.
My name's Hani Arab. I'm a CIO for AssetLink. We're a facility services organisation working across Australia and New Zealand. We have about 3,000 frontline team members. Yeah, and it's always a challenge to develop technology in a diverse workforce that have a disparate capability in their digital understanding or adoption, but that's the challenges that we're dealing with. One word, optimistic. I mean, I always love talking about culture and how you influence culture and seeing other leaders and how they do it and hearing some success stories. So very optimistic today.
Awesome. Thanks,
and
Hani.
I'll assign John.
Thanks, Hani. John Tooth, CTO of BoomBet, is what it says. It's a betting company. The word for me really is curious, because I'd like to see how others approach these cultural challenges that we all have from time to time. And I'll tag on to Sahil.
Thanks, John. My name is Sahil Arya. I'm a CIO at Gulf African Bank in Nairobi, Kenya. Today, I think I'm optimistic, like what Hani said. I'm looking forward to this session as well. Thank you. I'll send it to Ivanch.
So my name is Ivan Joseph. I am a director of my own company. So I'm doing some consulting, but as of Monday, I joined a organization as a CIO for a retail organization called the Galati Group, which is a WA-based company. I have held roles in multiple organizations, Sadliers, which is a transport company, IKEA, which is a retailer, as everyone knows IKEA. I'm feeling really optimistic today and interested to find out how everyone works with culture within organizations and how everyone changes that culture and demystifies the way the business looks at IT these days.
Thanks, Ivan. And who would like to nominate next?
Zanil? Sorry.
Yep, that's correct. I'm Zain. Thanks for nominating me. So my name is Zainul. Everybody can call me Zain. My role has always been a product manager. My most recent role that I just completed is called HappyCo. One word, how am I feeling this evening? I feel very curious because this is my first time in this session. And I'm always keen to know, as someone who build teams and lead teams indirectly, how might I nurture those culture inside the team? Yeah. Thank you. I'll nominate Michael.
Thanks, Zane. So I'm Michael. I'm the head of engineering at Stipendium. One word for today. I'm debating whether it's kind of daunted or amused. So a little bit amused because I've been watching the cat go around and try to steal my dinner and then step all over the keyboard. And daunted because in a few weeks I'll be doing the event called the Bloody Long Walk, which is raising money for the Mito Foundation. So 35 kilometers of walking in a morning. So that should be a bit of fun. And because I'm doing that, I'm going to post a link in the chat saying, please donate and support me, because I even got a shirt printed.
I thought you would show that. Thanks, Michael.
And I believe on that note, I need to hand it over to Andy.
Yes, Andy, I'm transitioning roles. I have been working with Paulion, which is a precious metals company. I feel very positive about this evening. I think culture is a very broad and also a very deep subject. So really looking forward to today's discussion.
Excellent. Thanks, Andy. And I think that's us. I think the word for me, I feel really privileged to have Rob as our guest speaker, but we'll invite him in a few moments. So thanks, everyone. So as usual, we have a door prize, and the new members, if you're a new member, you're very likely to win, because most of the regular members have a copy already. The Mind of the Leader is a book that I made a small contribution, was published by Harvard Business Review in 2018. It's about leadership in the 21st century, so you might get lucky. Last month, thanks for everyone who attended. We made a small donation to the Black Dog Institute as usual, and they were very grateful. So before we invite Rob to the stage and start the conversation, I'd like to invite everyone to do a short grounding exercise. So most of us had a very busy day with lots of demands. So if you wish, you're welcome to switch off your camera for a few minutes and join me in this short practice. So you may want to have your feet flat on the ground if you don't have it yet. Hands resting on your thighs. And keeping your spine straight, but not rigid. Shoulders are relaxed away from the ears. And notice if all the muscles of your face are relaxed. So the jaw is relaxed. Forehead, eye sockets relaxed. And you might want to take a couple of deep breaths, inhaling through your nose at your own pace. And then bring your attention to the sounds in the environment. So starting to listen sounds in the distance, listening to one sound at a time. And then move your attention to sounds within the room, within the space you are in. So there is no need for inner commentary. So neutral observation of sounds. And then shift your attention to the movements of the body, breathing. So see if you can notice what parts of the body are moving as you inhale and exhale. Perhaps the chest area or the rib cage, maybe the abdominal region. Simply be a witness of your own body breathing. And then again, shift your attention to the rhythm of your breath. Notice if it is deep or shallow, long or short, fast or slow. And again, with full acceptance, there is no need to modify the breath in any way. Simply notice as it is. Good. And then as we're about to wrap up this short grounding exercise, just bring to mind, what was your motivation to join the conversation this evening? What's your reason to be here? And remind yourself that this is a safe space. So it's okay to share your thoughts, ask questions, and learn together. So with that in mind, you can let go of the practice, open your eyes if you have them closed. And we will move. So thank you for joining me. And we'll move to the first highlight of the evening.